MyCrop is a website developed by the Department of Agriculture and Food WA, designed to help growers diagnose problems with their crops. Growers can use the site to estimate if they are reaching their wheat yield potential, get information about key soil issues, as well as diagnose problems in their wheat crop and find solutions. By using the website, growers and advisors get access to the latest research results and information. Doug Sawkins, Senior Development Officer with DAFWA, says it's all about correctly identifying crop constraints and building diagnostic skills.
What I'm developing is an online tool, or more specifically an app that will enable people to come into the paddock and use available information like what the plant looks like and other clues, and to do an in-paddock diagnosis, which they can then check up.
Doug says understanding the history of a paddock, while not making assumptions about what might be constraining a crop, is extremely important when diagnosing problems.
The most important thing is not to come in and look at a specific area, because usually when people come in, when people are asked in, they're asked to look at a particular problem. It's really important to take a completely objective approach and look at all the sources of evidence that are available before you actually make a decision, because any tool is valueless if you only put certain information in. When I come into a paddock like this, the first thing I do is get as much information as I can from the farmer. So I've got an understanding of the background, what's going on. Have a look at any test results if it's available. The next thing is really to not go to any specific spot, but have a general look around. It's really important to cover the whole paddock because our paddocks are so variable. We quite often have more than one thing going on in the paddock, and it's very easy to get derailed by specific patches.
While looking for clues above ground is important, so too is knowing what's happening below the surface.
Dig up the plant properly. Don't just hoik it out because you'll quite often leave most of the roots behind. Clean the dirt off, knock the dirt off, and it's a good idea now to have a bucket or something just to wash off the roots and be able to see whether there are any particular lesions or other symptoms which you can pick up. Now, just be aware that this is quite different from if you were sampling a plant to send it away.
Farmer Chris Cochran from Glendale near Duranillan in the Great Southern of WA says understanding how to correctly diagnose problems in crops is extremely important.
It's all based on crop yield. We had to do something to get a half reasonable yield. The way it was going, we weren't going to get much. It would have been almost a disaster in the early stages had we not put something on it. It was going to the stage where the crop was almost a write-off.